So this came across my feed. This is about a woman leaps into a polar bear and enclosed at the zoo, and things go wrong. Of course, Anderson Cooper and the other lady, they had their own little take on it. Of course, the lady did not want to make a comment about the other lady because it's a lady thing. And the only thing she stated was, well, it's really not a good idea to jump in the pool when it's feeding time. Okay. And then, of course, Anderson made his little comment stating that the woman deeply has problems. I agree with Anderson Cooper, but this goes a little bit deeper than that. You see, the woman of today feels as if she can do whatever she wants. They have the mindset of a child. You know, when a child throws a ball across the street, they don't look both ways. They just go run and go get the ball. And then the car hits them. Then the first thing they say is, you was going fast. Even at 30 miles an hour, if the speed limit was 30 miles an hour or 15, a child can still get killed. But the first thing that child is going to do is going to go after the ball. It's not going to just look. This situation is the same thing of the mindset of the woman. She's a 32-year-old woman who jumped in. She has the mindset of a child. With danger all around, you would think that that would not be something that you would do. But the liberal woman feels the need that she can do whatever she wants. Sometimes, it didn't say in the article, but sometimes these animals are shot and killed for attacking humans. And they're just doing what they do by nature, even if they are in captivity. And women like this seem to always want to do these kind of things because the woman feels that she can do whatever she wants. When the attack and the brutality of the situation came about, then all of a sudden she was wanting and screaming for help. What does screaming for help and you jumping in the pool in this dangerous zoo in Berlin has to do with it? It has a lot to do with it. It has a lot to do with the woman doing whatever she wants to do. You see, it's just not just an American thing. This is worldwide. Majority of women today all over the world, they all have that liberal mindset. Doesn't matter what country or nationality you are. If you're a woman, you feel like as if you are entitled to do whatever you want. No, Anderson Cooper. This woman is not just crazy. She's delusional. No, ma'am. She's just not just the woman who's... It's just not a good idea to jump in when it's feeding time. This is a little bit bigger than that. It's the delusional, dysfunction, and the chaotic mindset of what these women are doing today. And this woman jumping in a pool full of polar bears is the mindset of a woman not only just needs help, but majority of women today actually thinks just like this woman. Yes, you are going to hear some women say, no, I would not do anything like that. Of course you wouldn't. You're not in that position. But if you were very liberated, you were a type of woman that feels like you're being oppressed because you're a woman, or you feel like you're entitled, because this situation here only tells me one thing. She is very liberated. She's very entitled. Entitled people do things like this and then turn around and want someone to help them when they're in trouble. It's like I said, the mindset of a child. When a child, when the ball goes across the street, they don't look both ways. They just go. They just go and just do. Then if a car hits them, somehow, some way, someone might blame the car and say, "You were going too fast. Oh my God." So some people will find sympathy in what this woman is doing instead of making comments about, it's not a good idea to jump in when it's feeding time. Where Anderson Cooper, this woman indeed has problems. Majority of women have problems, brother. These are the same types of women who have pets in the homes, who literally brings their animals to dinner, who literally lets these animals and pets lick on them. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. These are the same types of women who do that goat yoga shit. These are the types of women that do this kind of stuff. I put them all in the same realm. All in the same realm, brother. Now, you will say, well, common sense will tell you not to jump in. This is not about common sense. This is about what they want to do. This is what they want to do. Because they do things based off of their feelings and what they want to do at that particular moment. At that particular moment. These types of women are animal lovers. Like I said, they got cats and dogs in the house. They literally make love to these animals. And then a lot of these women who jump in these pools and do these types of things, these animals actually get shot down in sight. Especially if she did this in America, that animal would have been killed. Just like the young boy who was killed by the alligator over in Disney, in Disney World. They went through multiples of alligators to kill him based off of the alligator's instinct when he sees his prey. Not that the parents were watching the child or not reading the sign that says alligators inside here, please beware. Not to leave your child because you over there talking about having a wonderful time, and then you got a 3-year-old or however the little boy was standing at the edge when there's alligators in there. And now alligators are being killed because they look at these people as food. They go on by their killer instinct. That's what they do. So this is the kind of stuff that goes on. It's not about me having compassion for the animals. I just understand their nature. But when you're dealing with children and dealing with women, they actually have the same mindset. They really do. They actually have the same mindset. They go off of reaction based off of how they feel at that particular moment. If something that they want to do, they're going to go and do it. Even if there is an issue right there in front of them, but they don't see it coming until it's too late. That's how it happens. So I just wanted to talk about this, man. I just couldn't help it. Just when I read about it and just, it was not a shock to me. Because this is what the liberal-minded woman does. They have the mindset of a child. They don't care about the repercussions. They don't care about the consequences of their actions. They just do it because that's what they feel like doing at that particular moment. Even if it would have cost her life, she didn't care. She wanted to just do it because this is what she wanted to do. And this is the problem with a lot of these women today. They have the mindset of a child. It's not the child's fault that the child might have gotten hit by a car chasing the ball. It's not the child's fault that the child was standing at the edge of a lake in Florida and the alligator looked at him as it was his prey. But it is this woman's fault for jumping in. But then again, is it her fault? Even if she does have the mindset of a child. But that's what happens when you're dealing with the woman and her cycles and her mood swings and her chaotic mindset. She does whatever she wants, and this society makes excuses for them as if she's a child.